I am so excited. Can you tell?
I can.
And it's
so
a
excited.
Saturday. By the way, you guys, this is a Saturday.
No.
And I came in for you.
We appreciate it.
Because I would, I was obsessed with the season of Love Island. So into it. Watched every episode. Molly and Zach are here. Whoop, whoop.
There we go. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. We're in New York. I can't believe it.
And you're loving it?
Absolutely loving it. We just appreciate that we're here with you right now and doing this. We can't believe it.
You're so cute. So Zach and Molly are together, exclusive. Wait, is it boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay,
girlfriend,
it's official.
Yeah. It
is
You
official.
guys have so many like steps on the show. There's like blocked off. What's it called?
Oh, like locked off, like
Yeah.
exclusive?
Like closed off.
Closed off.
Closed off.
There's closed off. There's exclusive, and then there's boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, there's a lot of stages to it in the show.
A lot of stages. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, I want to know how both of you got on the show. Molly, you came in with like the most followers.
Maybe. I think so. I'm not too sure.
Because I looked at your TikTok, it was like almost at 1 million when you were in the house.
Yeah, it was about 700K before I went in.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe it was the most. I'm not too sure. I don't know what everyone else.
Did they find you?
Yes, I did some work beforehand with ITV, going to the villas and like doing a tour for YouTube, a tour for TikTok. So I went there and I was just getting a feel for what it was like. At the time I had a boyfriend, so none of this was ever like a thing for me. Like I never thought I'd do the show ever. And then I become single, I did the tour again, and I was just like, this is fun. And then when I was there, they kind of mentioned, would you ever do it? Would you ever do the show? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe I would. I'm not too sure. And then it all just came about, and they were like, if you would do it, we'd love to see like where this could go, and we'd like you to apply. So then I did the application form.
What's the application like? Oh, it's a form. Is
There's
it a video
form
too?
to start with. Then you do like a video. Then you do a Zoom. Then a call with like the execs. Then you go and meet people in a studio.
It's a crazy process.
Oh, do you meet what people? Like the people that decide, or do you meet people that might be on the island?
You meet the casting team and then the exec producers.
Do you have to come in a bathing suit?
No, but I went in a nice little 2-piece.
Just so they know what they're going to get.
Yeah. Kind of went full glam, just so they know what
You went full glam?
the potential is.
What
Yeah.
about you, Zach?
No, so I was just living a normal single bachelor's lifestyle, and then just had a random DM one day, and it's like they just approached me. I was like, I didn't really know if I was gonna do it because it's such a long process getting into it as well. I was like, let me just follow it along.
Yeah.
Each step got a bit closer. I had one interview, and then when I left it, I was like, I'm definitely gonna get, like, you know how you just have that feeling. Once I met everyone and saw them in person, I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely getting on this show. So it's like, I remember calling my mum that day. I was like, Mum, I'm gonna get on this show. She's like, no, take your time. Don't think too much into it. I was like, no, Mum, trust me. Because it's like, I needed such a nudge from all my people to like actually make me do it, because it's so different to what.
Did you watch the show ever?
I've watched the show. Like, is when you're from the UK,
Everybody kind of knows what's going
everyone
on.
that is just one of the shows everyone watches.
Everyone
You
watches.
know what? One thing for me as well is people were saying I was a plant. I remember coming out to loads of press because I'd done these tours before going on the show. They were like, she's a plant, all this. And I made it very clear to everyone who I spoke to is that I went through the whole application process. It was my choice to apply.
Yeah.
It's just because I got a feel for it and I was grateful enough to be there and lucky enough to do the tours beforehand.
Wait, when you did the tours, were there people in the house? Was it at like
No,
during
it was
season?
before the season started.
Oh, it's like off season.
Yes, it was like the week before the Islanders went in. We did the
Gotcha.
tour to kind of, boost up the hype for ready for the new Love Island.
So, do you get paid at all for it?
Yeah, you get paid like on a weekly thing, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's like weekly you get paid. So every Friday you get another little paycheck.
Oh, does everyone get the same thing or is it different?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess everyone's the same.
I'd assume. I feel like that's just a conversation no one really sort of
Yeah,
No,
right.
no
No one
one
talks about it.
Because if someone turned around with, I'm getting X, Y, and Z, and you're getting
Yeah.
you'll be like, what? Like, you're going to talk about it.
And
So-
how many weeks is it total? Is it like
But we're in there 8 weeks?
No, it's different. So you're in there for 8 weeks. But then you're so 2 months. But then there's also a holding period. Because
10 days beforehand.
so it's like 9 going on 10 weeks almost.
it's
I was there.
a long ass time?
I was away from home for like 9.5 weeks.
And without your phone as well.
You live with your family, where you do the TikToks. Your cute sister is here, Macy. And do you live with your family?
Yeah.
You also live with your family. That's crazy. You guys are literally babies. Molly's 21. Zach, you're 25.
26. I turned 26 in the villa. I had my birthday
In
there.
the villa. In the villa, you turned 26?
I turned 20. I had my birthday in there. Yeah.
Morning breakfast I made him.
Oh, that's cute.
I did my best.
Sorry, you guys. The 78 episodes get mixed up for me
No,
sometimes.
trust me.
They might not have even shown it because there was a lot of birthdays in there. Like 3 or 4 birthdays.
I think so, like 3.
They might not have shown that.
Did you... So you made him breakfast for his birthday?
Yeah.
And who else celebrated in the villa?
Mitch had his birthday.
Mitch and Catherine.
And Catherine.
I think that was it. Maybe 3 then.
Wait, so you still live with your parents? Are you going to move out now that you're like 26?
It was something I was sort of looking at doing it already, but it was one of those ones where it's like I lived away from home like my whole life anyway, because I was doing, not my whole life, but like I was playing basketball abroad and stuff. So it's like when COVID came about, I moved back home, and it was I can't even lie. It's like time like that with your mum, because she's a single parent as well. She's by herself. Like spending time with my mum like that has been priceless, and it's at an age where it's like I think I'm gonna remember these years more than anything, because it's
That's
like
so cute.
life's gonna happen anyway. I'm always gonna move out. I was always gonna meet someone. I was talking to my friends about moving out.
Yeah.
But it's like being able to say I've had these crucial years with my mum is incredible.
How cute is that, Molly?
Love it.
You can always, by the way a man or a woman like treat their family, you can tell like what a person is
Absolutely.
like.
My mum's
That's really
she's a good one. She's a good
Are
one.
you an only child?
I've got a sister. I've got a sibling.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
sister that came to the...
Yeah. So
Aw.
she was
Is she
there.
home too?
No.
So just you. That is so true. Like, I have a kid, he's 2.5, and like, when I say something that's happening with him, the way people will calm you down, or my mom will be like, everything, like, soon he'll be, you know what I mean? Like, these
Yeah.
times change. Like, you're gonna want him to still be sleeping in your bed, or,
Yeah.
you know, so like, or they say like, he's not gonna be still in, you know, diapers when he's in college. So it's the same thing as what you're saying. Like, you're not gonna live home when you're 40.
No, these are priceless years, like
These are
20,
the years.
23 to 25, 26, I can say, like I've had. And as a young man growing up, they're probably your most difficult years, because it's like you're trying to figure out who you want to be. You don't know what direction you're going to go down. So it's like going into that, having my mum by my side at those years. And
That's
it's like
cute.
now life's sort of found its path. It's just, it's incredible to
Does
be
she
able to
love
say.
Molly?
She loves Molly.
Yeah?
Molly's a
You
good
get
one.
along? Boy moms are hard. Like, I'll say this. Like, you could be the cutest mom and your mom is cute, but a boy mom is still a boy mom. And I just have this feeling that, right though? Like,
Yeah.
moms of girls are somehow more accepting of a dude than a mom of a boy. For some reason, a mom of a boy always feels like the boy is this prince, and even if you're great,
I swear it's true.
is she like, he's like that, huh?
My mom,
It's true.
Yeah, it's so true. But she's never really approved of anyone.
Really?
Yeah,
And she
but-
approves of Molly.
She approves.
And
of
you
Molly.
introduced her to girlfriends before.
Yeah. It was a big thing. So me and Molly I knew that Molly would have to meet my mum, and I'd have to meet her parents before we could even take it down that route. Because I'm still semi-old fashioned, you know what I mean? Family's
That
a big.
is old fashioned.
Family's a big
though,
thing.
If my parents were like, Molly, he's not for you, like, and they saw something that I didn't see, I would like fully back what they're thinking, and it would have changed my mind completely. That's what I'm like.
And it was wild that they were so accepting of him, even though you had playa tendencies at the beginning of the show.
A little.
A little.
Yeah.
A little. But with you, it's like you are an enigma because you have those player tendencies, or had them at the beginning, but people could also tell like that there's more to that, you know, like it came out later when you were with Molly and everything like that.
Things like that take time though. So it's like, I'm not going to go in there and just give someone everything immediately. It's
Yeah.
like, I know how I've been, but it's like, I always sort of said it to you as well. It's just like, I am willing to change how I have been, but I'm not just going to do that for anybody. Like there has to be a reason for me wanting to do that change. And it's
Yeah.
like, as time goes on, and even though it's still a short amount of time, it's like 2 months. It's like when you're actually just locked in a place with someone for 24 hours, going through so much nonsense, the time is so much faster. Like, so,
Yeah.
so it's like, and then when you just get to that certain time, you're like, yeah, you know what?
Wait, so why were you brought in as a bombshell? Did you know that was gonna? Do they tell you?
Yeah, I knew immediately.
You knew you were gonna be a bombshell?
Yeah, they tried to play it off. There was like, you might be an original, but it's like the conversations I was having, I basically just knew I'm going to be the first night bombshell. Like, I know I'm coming in.
Damn, he's so confident. You're like, I knew it was gonna get.
No, I knew
it was
it.
gonna be a bombshell.
I knew it. Like, it's like, you know how just like some things you just feel. Like I just.
But I would be nervous to be bombshell. Like I would want to be an OG.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was potentially going to be a bombshell, but I didn't know when.
Oh.
And then they mentioned original. Then it was bombshell again, and then it went back to original. So it was always like back and forth. But I was like,
Isn't it
I
better?
don't think I've got the power to be a bombshell and come in like,
Oh, because bombshell's like.
you've got to be feisty, and I feel like I
yeah.
think I would have been able to bring that. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that I was. Original.
Yeah. I feel like it's less your personality, and but you didn't come in like I'm gonna break up this couple. Like your vibe was chill.
It was impossible for me to come on that vibe because I came on the same day as these lot. So it's like I'm like none
I
of
guess,
you.
Day
I guess
one.
if to be a bombshell, then to be the day one bombshell.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm basically an original. Like I came in on the first day
Yeah.
and I'm the original of the bombshell. So it's like I'm in the best place to be in. But I
Yeah.
remember I just walked in, looked at everyone, I was like, yeah.
So Molly, how long were you with Messy Mitch before Zach came in? Like how long was that?
Oh, it was just the day, wasn't it?
What?
Like one day.
It was one
And
day.
then it was like, what, 3-4 days until we started having like good conversations.
Yeah, I say first one on like day 3, and
Yeah.
then day 4 I was like, I think that was the day of
That's
the
when we
challenge.
both kind of was like, yeah, okay.
So let's talk about Messy Mitch for a second, because I'll tell you the roller coaster I went on as a
Go
viewer.
on.
Saw you with Mitch. You guys made sense. It was cute. We didn't see as much of his personality, and it looked like a cute couple that, drawn to each other from the beginning. Then he got really intense about you.
Yeah.
And you were straight up to him like, okay, no, though. Like, I'm
Yeah.
still going to talk to people. That's cute that you're in love with me, obsessed with me. But to a viewer, people were like, wow, he's so in love with her. He's so obsessed with her.
Yeah.
He wants to be just with her. And she's very to his face, just telling him, like, okay, cool, no, Because you were
Yeah.
just telling him. And he was acting like you were the woman of his dreams, end all be all. He doesn't even want to be in Love Island. He's leaving. He's leaving
Yeah.
tomorrow with you. And you're being like, cool, I want to talk to other people. So I feel like it raised with the viewers a little bit of like compassion towards Mitch for a minute, and like, why is she not going
Why is she
with
not
him?
happy with it?
Yeah, why is she
Yeah.
not going with him down that route? And then, thank God, we were shown kind of what Mitch is like and how he ended up doing that with like the other girls,
Yeah.
and kind of his true face was shown. But what was going through your mind, when he was being so intense about you? But you were into him for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, day one, we had an instant connection, which was like unheard of. It was weird. I think it's one of those northern things. We're both from up north, and there is a different connection with people
Why
up
are you
north.
laughing, Zach?
No,
It actually
Stop
is.
it.
Why are you laughing though?
I just don't understand it's a northern thing sentence. Sorry.
Why you don't have that
I
in?
just-
You're from East London,
I'm from Southeast.
Southeast. Okay, sorry.
He's
What are
too
those
cool.
people like?
No, what was this? Please.
What is it? I have actually no idea what that means. That was just like cool people.
Yeah, cool people. No,
Cool people.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and then at first it just become a lot so quick.
He
and I
was a
feel
lot.
like all the girls and everyone around me was like, "Are you okay? Like, you need to take a step back." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel it. I can feel that, but
Yeah.
I just don't know how to in a place where stepping back feels strange. You're meant to carry on, keep going with.
Were you
the track
attracted
you're
to him?
on. At the beginning, yeah, there was attraction, but it started to become
His
so
kissing didn't
unattractive.
seem so good.
Yeah, it became very unattractive very quick because it was too much.
Yeah.
So much pressure. It was overwhelming. So that's when I was like, I'm not here just to be like this. I'm
Yeah.
here to like explore and find different things that I'm not used to. This is
Yeah.
the whole point of this. And I'm so glad I did that.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
that, I think because I was like doing like recaps of the show, and one of the last things I said, like when everything already happened and Mitch was with the Ella B, I was like, you guys, let's take a moment and like be happy for Molly that she got out alive,
Yeah.
like that you got out so quickly. Like probably something in you had some sense that like this isn't where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think, do you know what it was? I think when we got along straight away, that's more of like a really good friendship than
Especially
a
'cause you're both
potential
northern.
relationship. That's what it was. There was a click, and we kind of took that click as, this is good. Actually, it was just a really good friendship from the moment we met.
Yeah.
And we're still good friends now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
What about you and Mitch, Zach? Because you went up and down too. Like he was doing the shady thing.
Nah, you know what? Mitch is my boy. Like Mitch.
love him.
Yeah, Mitch is my boy, and we just went through a couple things in there. It was all his fault though. Like he was instigating every part of, and it's
Like
like
you've never done anything to him
not like that. I'd say like
aside from kind of taking his girl.
no, I wouldn't even. She wasn't his girl,
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was
Yeah.
like I'm one of those people where it's like I kind of need to. I'll read the room first. So it's like we had a conversation. There was something there. Then I've said to Mitch, I was like, bro, I might try to talk to Molly a little bit. He was like, yeah, cool, do your thing. It's all good. So then just sort of went along with it. But everything that sort of happened between me and Mitch, he's sort of done that. Whether he's saying stuff behind my back or just whatever it is, it was never really that deep. But it's just like, I'm not even mad at the guy for doing it, because it's just like, he's no one like I've ever met.
He weirdly owns it.
Like, he's really like the way that he is on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's...
Because people were saying, like, Cady went on a podcast or something and said that he studied the show, that he kind of put on this character on purpose, maybe knew what would get people going. But you're saying he's really
no,
like
he's
that.
just like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know all about that stuff, but Mitch, the best way I can say this is Mitch is Mitch.
Yeah.
Like,
It's Mitch.
he's just him. So it's like, I'm not even mad at the guy when we're
Yeah.
talking. So I'm like, bro, what you doing, bro?
Yeah.
And him and Ella B are a couple?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if it's official.
I believe so.
I'm not sure.
Would you double date with them?
Yeah, why not? Cheeky milk,
Whatever, really,
cheeky Nando's, why not?
Wait, so let's talk about the differences where you're from, because in the villa, a lot of the people in some challenges and stuff, they voted you least compatible or something, and the excuse they gave is where you're from.
Yeah.
So explain that to me as somebody who doesn't know.
It's literally been made out like we are from a different planet. we honestly are an hour and a half train away from each other.
Yeah.
London, Doncaster. I'm more up north. You're London.
Is Doncaster like suburban?
I mean, it's been made out as if I'm literally like a farm.
A farm,
girl,
yeah, that's what they're
but
saying.
It's literally not like that,
Yeah.
is it?
I just don't get I just don't understand where it's like this whole thing of, if you're not similar, things can't work, comes from. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are people talking to me about?
Yeah,
Like,
why do you have to be similar to make it work? Why? Yeah.
we're all on Love Island, so clearly what we're used to and similar to isn't working, because we're all here single.
Yeah.
So it's just like, we're literally slapped in a place where you're with a bunch of strangers from different parts of the world, or
Yeah.
not world, even world. Mehdi was French, so it's like you're slapped in this place. Everyone's so different. It is a science experiment.
Yeah, it's weird they said that about you, because like Ella is from Scotland.
Yeah, I know.
And like
They're
they were just using, maybe they were thinking something else and saying that.
They're just picking and choosing.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, please, like, look, I don't really know I haven't watched any of it back, so I don't know how we're portrayed. But it's like, I feel like since we've left the villa,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, we have been seen on certain podcasts and we have been seen together outside. It's like, all I've heard is good response, but we didn't know they was actually like this. Like, it's like, now that people can actually see it,
Yeah.
this is how he was the whole time. Like, it's like,
Can you tell me why you think, because I think this, tell me if you feel this. It did feel like people in the villa weren't rooting for you.
they weren't.
They weren't.
No.
Why?
I think I definitely got a sense of that because as the challenges went along, there was a lot of game player comments thrown. There was a lot of least compatible thrown here, there, and everywhere. But we just kind of stuck to ourselves and was just like, we know ourselves more than anybody. We know what we've got is so real and so strong. And I'm just going to block out all those comments and leave them where they are. So that's when I took a step back and was like, I'm not going to talk through these because it doesn't actually bother me. I know what we've got and that's all that matters to me. But yeah, I don't think people
But why
are
do you
rooting for us
think?
that
Like, I
much.
like to get to the root of it. Is it jealousy? It could be jealous. That could be one option. Like, why? Because the player thing we talked about is like Zach said, everyone comes into Love Island to explore. Tyreek was a fucking player. People were rooting for him and Ella, you know? Mitch, messy Mitch. I mean, so why it seemed like Whitney, I mean, when she pied you and she made that comment about
An easy option.
the easy like none of it made sense where I could explain what she even meant. You tried to understand what she
Yeah.
meant. Did she ever explain it to you?
Yeah, she did explain it to me. I think it was one of them where I was just like, okay, let's just leave this and put this to bed.
You're so good, Molly, at keeping like poised and kind of not getting into drama.
Yeah, I'd really rather not.
You'd rather not.
Yeah, because if I get into some drama, it's going to then affect me. I don't want it to affect me. It's your problem, not mine.
And producers were never like, Molly, but what do you think about like so and so said? Because here they would be like that, like on The
Oh,
Bachelor
yeah.
and stuff. People get messy because like producers egg them on. But what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. They, you get pulled for chats here, there, and everywhere, and just get questions of, why don't you, mention this, or why don't you go for a chat with this person? But if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
And I'd just rather not.
What do you think, Zach? Why do people coming for you?
I think look, first thing is like I people having such strong opinions always confused me anyway, because it's like
general.
I don't have an opinion on your shit.
Yeah.
You have an opinion on ours, and it's like that already confused me a little bit. I think at the start as well, it's like I a lot of people were sort of interested in me when I was talking to them. So I don't know if they didn't like the fact I wasn't with them or
Right, because
maybe
you went on how many dates?
I went on 6 dates in total.
In counting. How many did you go on, Molly?
Oh, I don't know.
One?
I didn't go on any.
I don't think
Was
you
anyone
went.
No.
No, you got picked with Sammy.
Oh, Sammy.
When Sammy came in, he took you?
Sammy and then us.
Oh, right. I remember your date with Sammy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think maybe because some girl, right, because Whitney was interested in you.
Yeah, I guess.
There was a moment.
There was a
Yeah.
moment.
Well, Catherine, she left. But yeah, I would love to get to the bottom of why it felt that the Islanders weren't supportive of you and your relationship.
It really did feel like that at the start as well. I feel like once like everyone started to just see that we wasn't gonna change.
I think at the beginning, it was that they didn't know where your head was at until you actually opened up in front of everyone.
I guess, but that's just
And they were just waiting for time.
you
to
could easily see where my head was at from around
could.
day 6.
Jess would make comments too at you. She would be like,
He was
well,
the problem.
Zachariah, right. She would make little snides. And Jess was kind of nice to everyone, but she would make the snide comments at you. Why?
I can't even answer that question.
You don't know?
No, you know what? Towards the end, everyone knew what we was. Everyone knew how we was. And it's like no one really... Every comment that was made was never really made to my face. Or it's like, it wasn't a conversation that someone sat down with me and wanted to have.
No.
I think all of the whole, you don't make your feelings open to all of us. That's just scapegoating. Like, I don't need to tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's
I
like,
never did that either.
you know what I mean? Like, why do I care if you know how I feel? I know how I feel, and the person who needs to know how I feel knows how I feel. And it's like, that's just how I'm a very private guy already. And it's like going on a place where it's like all I'm doing is seeing cameras around me and I'm opening up about everything already. So I know all the viewers can see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like to then also have to take myself even more out my comfort zone and tell a bunch of strangers that I don't really know yet.
It's wild though, because like dudes don't really talk about their feelings, you know? Like to the woman, maybe they can get themselves to, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to their friends, I feel like dudes aren't really like, so like
Yeah.
getting these
No,
feelings. But on the show, you
In
kind
there,
of, you
have
have
to.
to do that, right?
Yeah,
You
you
have
have
these
to, you
morning
have to.
talks and whatever.
You have to. And it's like even those, like they're difficult. 'Cause
And
you're
that's why
sitting there.
Zach would just be like, you would say just like, yeah, you would say more general things like, yeah, because I talked to Molly today. I love how he says your name. He says it different than other British people, no?
Dear.
I don't know. I feel
I'm
like
under pressure now. I won't say it right
he was
now.
saying, like,
I'll wait
Molly.
5 minutes.
I don't know. We all loved how you said Molly all the time. He
Molly.
doesn't say it different than other British people.
I haven't noticed. I'm going to listen out now.
Now you have to know.
I'm under pressure.
Do you have a different accent a little bit? Is it different?
I say my accent's very different. I've had so much comments about my
Oh,
accent.
see? It's
So
different.
many.
So what is it? Is it a
I
Southeast
don't- I don't-
London
I
thing?
don't- it-
I'm just-
We're not making this a thing, okay? This is not a thing. We're stopping. No, but
Okay.
I just don't know. Like it's just my accent's my accent. It's how I speak. Like,
Yeah, no, I
so-
get that. And okay, I just want to talk a little bit about why it's being said, Molly, because you seem so nice and so friendly. Why is it being said outside the villa now that you were less close with the girls? That during, which we love to know that you guys get to eat because we never really see you eat, but
Yeah.
during like food breaks and stuff, you did your own thing, or you
Yeah.
were Zach, you weren't really with them.
As soon as I got there, I knew it would be difficult. I knew it because at home I don't have a group girlfriends. I don't have that. I have the individual like best friend here, there, and everywhere. So
Yeah.
I knew going into somewhere like that I was going to struggle. And then when I
That's
got
not
there,
your thing usually to like.
yeah, it's not my normal environment.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. And then when I got there, I kind of, I settled with everyone. Everyone got along. I didn't have like necessarily that one best friend. I just kind of got on with everyone and everyone was just friends. And because it was so full on all the time, you're always talking. You're always with people. It had come to lunch breaks and time where you're actually, you're not going to be filmed because it's off camera, you're eating now. And I'd just take myself off to the pool. I'd go and sit on a sun deck, just have a minute. Try and
yourself.
sunbathe, try and just, have a breather, think about the outside world on my own, and just take time, because in there you do need a break. You need time to yourself because it's so full on. And if I didn't do that, I would have lost it.
Did anybody say anything to you there? Like, why don't you hang out with us more? They would?
Yeah. But then they got to know that was just me.
Yeah.
And if I need my time, I need my time. I need a bit of space.
It seemed like, aside from being judgmental on your relationship and a lot of people having issues with it, that the girls weren't always on your side, just as Molly
Yeah.
by herself. Like even with the Mitch thing,
Yeah.
it seemed like Jess was looking out for Mitch. Like, why do you think that? Why do you think the girls weren't like, was there jealousy there? Like,
Maybe. I don't know. I think I didn't really open up to them as much as they wanted me to. So I feel like
that's true because when you started to, they were like, yay. Like,
they were
got
happy
so
I was
excited.
speaking.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I didn't want to overshare like my feelings. I'm going to keep them to myself and make sure that I'm okay. I don't want people to go and whisper and talk about me. I'd rather just keep it between us and I know what's going on and where we're at. I didn't want to share it with everyone in a place where, you know, you probably should share it with everybody. They didn't get that
They
from
didn't
me.
get that.
Yeah.
They didn't understand why that was
So
happening.
maybe they saw it in a sense of like, she doesn't want to tell us, you know, I'm kind of keeping myself to myself. But I was just making sure I was all right before I overshared my
But
feelings.
who in general then, like you said, you didn't have your best friend, but who did you feel like the closest to? Like the one person you would say like that you did trust more than other people or felt comfortable with?
Everyone equally, really. When the
Really?
Casa girls came in, I got close to them very, very quickly.
Like Abby.
Yeah, Tink, Gabby.
Tink?
Yeah, the girls in Casa. We got close with them.
Forgot
really
about
quick.
Tank.
Yeah, she was in Casa.
Yeah.
She was with Montel.
Oh, right,
Casa.
right.
Yeah. They were lovely girls. Really, really nice girls.
Yeah.
Got along with them very, very quickly.
They were different than the OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was so different.
Everyone was so different. And now the girls are very close. They said on the reunion they have a group chat. Did it offend you you're not on it, or does it make sense?
No, I
to you?
kind of expected that.
Yeah.
I expected that. It is what it is.
Really?
I'm a person who has group chats on mute anyway. So it's probably best I'm not there. No, I expected that. That's fine.
So you're not bothered that Jess, Ella, Catherine, Whitney, they're all BFFs.
No.
And you don't feel left out?
No.
Oh my God. How? How are you so I would, even if I didn't like them that much, I would feel like,
No. I expected that.
Yeah.
That's cool with me.
what do you think about who won?
Jess and Sammy?
Yeah.
I was happy for Jess and Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach?
Yeah, you know what? It's one of them weird ones where it's like you didn't really know who was gonna win anyway. I think
Because you don't know what the audience is thinking.
yeah, you never really know, and look, it's just one of those ones where it's
Anyone
like
could have won.
you're just happy for being at the final more than anything, and it's like knowing you've done the whole thing, day one to the day end, you're leaving with someone you care about. I don't really care about public votes or where you want to place me in your world of positions.
Yeah.
It's like I'm happy with where I am, who I'm with, and how I'm leaving. So
But if you have to think about it, do you think that they won? Because like the public is supposed to vote for.
It's a popularity vote.
Right. The public is supposed to vote for who's their favorite couple. Do you feel like this was more like Jess was really loved by the people?
I've kind of heard that since coming out.
Yeah.
Like Jess was kind of a public favourite.
Yeah, because they didn't really see, like, it's not like people thought, oh, this is the couple that's going to make it, they're going to get married and have babies right away
I don't think it was based on that.
on that.
No, it's as all it comes down to is it's a popularity vote at the end of it. Like that is really what it is. Like, and it's like even us coming out, I've heard like towards the very end, our screen time was down drastically. Like we weren't even seeing that much.
Oh.
So it's just like there's just little.
You weren't. That's true.
Yeah, so it's just like little things like that, and it's just like is who's causing the most drama? Who's in the cameras the most?
Did it feel like people on the island are aware? Like, are there people that are more aware of the cameras, less aware of the
100%.
cameras? People that start drama for the cameras?
100%.
Really?
100%. People know what's up. Like people know when personas get amplified when the cameras are on. And,
Like who? Who do you feel like did that the most?
No, I won't say any names. Come on, Southeast. We don't
do
tell
that
we don't do that.
Okay.
The word we use is snitch.
Boy or girl?
Both. I say both. I think, but when there's like a massive 10 grand camera pointing at you,
Yeah.
you see it, and it's like people's personas get amplified. People do. I wouldn't necessarily say change, but they definitely boost how they are, and it's like
We didn't care about that at all, which is actually why I think we probably didn't get that towards the last few weeks of people didn't see us, because we did just chill and just have normal, nice conversations without anything to do with the villa. It's in our own time and our own space, so they're not going to want to air that.
All you do, there's a bunch of memes of me going around where if you like, it's all I do is when there's something going on, I stand in the background pretending to eat popcorn. That's all I do. I just watch and I go like this from my distance.
Like you're not trying. You didn't care about, oh, this will get me more camera time or more drama or whatever. You just wanted to.
We were so ready for home, wasn't we? At one point, it was like we just said like, if we make it to the final, then amazing. Let's just
talk
see
about what happened
happens.
to you, Molly, because this season really did throw us for a loop. Producers did their thing, and you were randomly dumped from the island. You were probably not expecting it at all.
No.
It's when Cady came in and she chose which couple to come into, and she chose you. You took it so. You were so upset.
Yeah.
Was it all? It seemed like you were. All of the upsetness was you're leaving Zach, and it felt really good.
Yeah.
That was what it was.
Yeah, I literally got the text, 10 minutes to pack your bags and leave. What do I do in that 10 minutes? Emotions hit me straight away.
Yeah, we're so sad.
I'm going home and I've got to stop or put this on pause and hold until Zach's home. Is that next week? Is that when he finishes at the final? Like when? I have no idea, and I didn't even know what to say to you. Like, we had a moment and sat and spoke. I don't actually think I said one word.
We didn't say a thing. I remember.
Wait, you were just... Were you upset that his emotions didn't match yours?
No, I think they definitely matched. I think you was just holding back. Obviously, he's not going to sit there and cry over the situation. Do you know what I mean? So it was one of them where we just sat and you could tell we were both,
he was shocked. You could tell that you were shocked.
I couldn't. It took me about a day to really just realize what's happening.
That she was gone.
Yeah, because it's like I remember when I got stood up and I was standing next to Cady. I remember winking at Molly, be like, "You're chilling. Like, don't worry about it." Next time I know she's dumped, I'm like. I heard
you were
like,
shocked.
like this. I remember just thinking, damn. Then I'm sitting there with her, and I'm just like, not like this, like not
That sucks.
because the day before we went on our first date, and it's like I remember I'm not one of those people to just talk about anything, and it's like we're talking about like I'm excited for you to potentially meet my mum, and it's like I don't introduce people to my mum, so it's like we're starting to have those sort of conversations, and it's like having that taken away as quickly as it did. I was just like, what's going on? It's like, I knew my journey changed drastically after that. I was just there till, I was sure I was only going to be there for another week or so after that. I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave. Like.
But he did say to me, he was like, get my number. And I was like.
I was like, ask the producers, get my number, get my number.
Were you scared, Molly, that he was going to do his own thing and this would continue?
Obviously I was going home and I was just thinking, oh, please, like, I'm going to wait and I can't wait till he's home. But at the end of the day, see what happens. If I'm the right person for you, you'll be with me. If not, you won't be with me.
Were you watching the show right away?
Yeah. As soon as I got home, I started with my family. You know, we was eating food.
Wait, you started from the beginning, or you were watching? You were
no, from that moment.
Oh my God, with your family?
Yeah, I went through every single emotion watching the next few episodes.
Oh my God.
And all I wanted to do was be back there, and then to get the call to find out I have this opportunity to go back.
Yeah,
it was just surreal.
Did you think that would be an option when you left?
No.
Because did they ever do that before?
They don't do that.
So how did they do that?
Someone above heard me because I was literally shouting at the television, and someone heard me and literally said, put her back in.
Were you mad at him watching it a little bit?
Yeah, I literally had every emotion. I was upset, I was angry, I was just happy, I was everything.
Do you regret anything about when she left, like how you handled it?
I was just going to go so left with how everything I was doing.
Yeah.
And then it's like when sort of Casa came about and it's like you walked through the door, I'm like, oh my, like I couldn't, I was in absolute shock. Like I was there just thinking, I've said it a few times, but I was there just thinking, damn, I need to go see someone for some help. I'm hallucinating. Like
it couldn't be.
Yeah, like I was like, I need a therapist. Like I should not be seeing this person walk through the door. Like,
that's cute.
But it's like I wasted no time when that came about.
Yeah.
So it's like my game plan sort of, I left it at Casa. I was like, you know what? No, let's sort this out. Sort of.
So the minute she came back, right? That is true. The minute you came back, it's not like you were like, oh, maybe I'll still talk to this person. Like you were all Molly.
No, like look, this is where I was gonna be. This is where I wanted to be, and this is where I only want to be from now on as well. It was never a question for me.
Yeah, I could tell that as well. I felt that straight away because I was gonna go off what Zach's energy was like. I don't know. Maybe there was something real with Cady. Maybe there was something, he still wanted to carry on. When you were
watching it at home, did it seem real to you?
Yeah.
Like, no, what was happening between them?
Yeah, I was thinking there must be something there. There has to be, like.
And Zach, what were you feeling?
What was I feeling?
Like, did you have something there?
No.
So let's talk about that challenge where you did kiss her in the Mary's Magpie, and you did the laughing thing, which hurt Molly. Like, this is probably the most you were hurt on the show.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
as a viewer, not that I'm defending him at all. You did the wrong thing. You chose the wrong thing. But him laughing, as a viewer, I could tell why he was laughing. I knew that it wasn't like to disrespect
Malicious.
you.
Yeah.
Like I could tell like he's shy in that moment. He feels like it's awkward, and he's, people laugh when they get nervous.
You can tell watching it back. I have seen that as well.
I'm just trying to make light of a dark situation as well. I'm trying, if I keep the energy good, maybe it might but I'm just not reading the room properly.
You weren't, because no one was catching that vibe.
I didn't know the severity of what's just happened. Cause I'm just like,
because you kept on saying I took it literally. So I snogged. I snogged a person that I chose.
what a word! What a word, snog.
What a word, you
what
guys.
a word!
What the fuck is that? Do you say that in real life? Too?
No.
No.
Oh, just on the show?
Like, give me a snog.
If someone said, oh, that's a good snog, or I said, is that kind of a snog? I'd say that's a red flag and an ick. You've got two in one.
So why do people say it on the show?
I think it's just the name of the game, isn't it?
Oh, not
Snog,
just the
marry,
name
pie.
of the
It's
game.
the name of the game. Snog, marry, pie.
Wait, so Molly, so when that kiss happened, were you shocked? Like, did you feel like the same way Zach felt when you came back? Were you like, am I seeing, like, is this happening? You were in such a good place and he fucks up.
Yeah, it was one of them where I saw where it was going when the game started, but then also I see the light of marry is the best thing to choose, and you chose me, and I was like, I do see that side of it. So I was in a predicament of like, what is going on? And then as soon as that I saw it was mutual, and then Cady kissed him back,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness me. Just as I'd put all this to bed in my mind.
And also, like, in the snog, it's not on the contract that you have to use an abundant amount of tongue. Like, you could just kiss on the lips.
Well, it is actually. You know what? No one actually saw this. Zach did pet her, and
Yeah.
he winked at me. That wasn't allowed, so he had to do it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was very respectful.
Oh. So a snog has to be like a snog,
You have to snog.
Yeah.
which means tongue.
Which means full on snog, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was pushed to do that. So he was very respectful at the beginning, and I did see that. So I had that in the back of my mind.
But you were still mad.
I was still mad.
So why were you so mad then?
Because it was mutual. I was like, why is it mutual?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Like that,
you know,
that took you back. Like it made you feel like something's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what? I was just there thinking, okay, I played this game so stupid. I remember I saw the other guys do it, and I'm there like this. I'm there like looking at them doing it, stroking my chin. I'm like, yeah, I've messed this one up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear this one.
Although I don't think all those guys would have done what they did when they saw what happened with you because you went first. Like, I think you.
Oh, you
set
went
it off-
first?
Zach went first, and I think everyone played it safe after that. They would have probably done what you did and didn't want their mess.
No, but that's all happened. Then it's like she's kissed me back, and then I'm just there. So then Scott's in my ear saying all of this stuff, and it's like I know I can feel daggers pointing at me.
From Molly.
So I can see her over here,
Yeah.
but I'm not looking at her.
Oh, and that's why you're laughing.
So it's like, I'm like, then I've got Scott in my ear saying, Zach, don't laugh, don't do it. So then I'm there thinking, damn, let me just duck my head. And it's just, it was such, and
That made it worse.
Cady's sentence, Uzi's right next to me as well. She said something crazy as well. So it's like, I had so much shit that I'm just trying to listen to and not respond to.
yeah.
I will just laugh. Like, it's just who I am. Like, no matter what scenario you put me in.
Yeah.
I've learnt that now, though. I think at first I was like, why is he
You
laughing?
thought it was disrespectful.
And now I know I've seen it so many times. It's just one of them things.
Yeah.
I feel like a naughty school kid. Like, I just can't help it. Like,
It's also a weird situation. You guys are on Love Island. That's the name of the game. But, like, it's fucking weird to watch someone you're into making out with another person.
That's it.
Whether it's, like, a friendly kiss. Even if he kissed, like, fucking Ella, you know, like that. And they hadn't been. It's weird to watch someone you like tonguing.
I've literally said we've built the strongest connection and foundation of our relationship because we've been through so many things you would never normally go through.
Yeah.
Like, when would I sit, like, above on a balcony on a terrace and look down at the person I'm in love with, like, on a date with two other girls?
In love with Molly.
Well, at the time, who I was into.
You said in love.
But you know what I mean.
Do you guys say love?
Yeah.
Oh, you say I love you?
Yeah. Yeah, it was on our final date.
Oh my
I
god.
dropped the album.
Oh, that is an L bomb. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
But okay, so how do you feel though? Because you're young. Do you see this like lasting? You feel like he's the one?
Absolutely. I would not put my energy and time into anything that I was not thinking forever with.
Do you see yourself as like a young mom, young bride?
You know, no, but I think in terms of that sort of stuff, it's more we've just got together as well, so it's just like there's a lot of life I want to enjoy
Together.
just with you.
No, yeah, obviously
You
not
know-
babies yet.
No, of course, but it's like I think when that sort of stuff comes about, the way we handled ourselves in the villa is the exact same way we're handling it since leaving, if so more now than ever. It's just take it day
And I
by
think
day.
everything we spoke about in the villa, we've actually proven is happening now. Like, I can't wait for you to meet my sister. I can't wait to do this day with you. And we're doing it. So we're doing exactly what we said we would do in the villa. And I think that's just amazing. We're just like holding to our word, aren't
I
we?
think people focus so much more on the end goal and like the next thing
Than the
that
now.
people don't appreciate what's going on right now. It's like even when you have a baby, you're only focused on the next big thing. Like, when are they gonna walk?
Yeah.
When are they gonna? But then you realize you've just missed out on what you've just missed out on. And it's
What
like,
a deep guy you got, Molly.
I can
That's a
be,
good one.
I can be, but I'm also an idiot as well.
Yeah.
So I've got a good. I'm a good balance. I'm a good
Yeah.
balance, but it's just I really do live in the now, and it's like just knowing where I come from, knowing how I've been raised, knowing everything I've struggled with in life. It's like knowing everything about myself. You just have to live right now. Like it's like because look, I might focus about next week.
But then once you're there, you're only going to
No,
think
but
about the next thing.
not even just that. Look, let's get even deeper. You don't know what could happen tomorrow. You just don't know what could happen tomorrow. So it's just like as you have to just live today, and when tomorrow comes, that's another blessing. Do you know what I mean? Like always live in the present.
Did you guys go out to party with the Islanders after the reunion?
No, we didn't.
You didn't.
No. We had a busy day the next day.
Molly, don't
Gotta be
you?
gotta be on it.
Don't you?
Had some food.
We went.
Oh, it was lovely. That was my time
Grabbed
of
some
night.
food, chilled out. I think we definitely had work early in the next day as
Yeah.
well, and it's just.
But you don't vibe. We can say that. You don't vibe as much with the rest of the group.
No, you know what? I vibe with all the guys.
A lot
Yeah.
of people didn't go out actually.
Oh, really?
No, I know Mitch and Ellaby didn't go.
No, yeah, I know the friendships I made with the lads are
Like who?
so mine would be Mitch, Ty, Sammy. I know like the weirds, and obviously I'm still close with a lot of the other ones, but I just had they were like the three guys that I basically was with from day one
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the end with. So it's just like they are the people I grew. Even Lachlan came in at Casa. Me and him are super cool. Like,
Yeah.
I love
But
Lachlan.
will there be then double dates if you're not like that close with the girls?
100%, because it's like at the end of the day, even if you wasn't as close in there, you still have to realize we've just done a memory of a lifetime
Right.
together.
Absolutely.
So
They'll
no
always be good
matter
friends.
what happens, yeah, like we was a part of something that has pretty much changed our life as well. So it's just like we all love each other in some aspect,
Yeah.
and it's like you don't need to get along with everyone like that. Like you don't need to be my best friend.
Why do you think Whitney was shady towards Medi at the reunion?
Oh, you know what? I think
He came in like nice. He was like, "I'm happy for you."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I don't care about you. Bye."
Yeah, it must be difficult for Medi to sit there as well and see, obviously, Whit and
Yeah.
Locke sat next to each other and
And like her, like as a viewer again, it looked like she was as into Medi as she is into Locken. Like those relationships kind of seemed similar, you know? Maybe Locken gave her more.
Yeah.
But she seemed into Medi. So why do you think that's why she shaded him, because he didn't give her as much?
I think maybe there's an essence of it, but you know what I will say, Whitney's a lovely girl, and I think when you know you are live on TV, and it's like no matter how much people think you're used to it, we're not used to it. So it's just like I think she might have just said something that, and
Unintentionally.
Whitney's she's a very strong character, so she might have just came, and she's a
like I don't care. Like,
she's a woman of
no.
one-liners as well. Like
Yeah.
Whitney is her, so it's just like I think she just sort of said something and it came out, and people just didn't, I don't
Misinterpreted
think there was any like.
How did it feel to you though, Molly, that he was like the eligible bachelor in there that everyone wanted to talk to?
Do you know what? It was attractive to see that obviously people are interested in, but I'm just someone who waits and sees. Like, if this is meant to be, it will be. If it's not, it's not. That is just the way it is. And if you're interested in somebody else, then go for it. I'm not the one that's in the wrong here. Like, you'd be the one missing out. I just see it in that way. So I'm just so chill on the fact that if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
You are
Just
pretty
see.
chill. Is she really chill like that? Like on the outside?
You know what? Yeah, she's very chilled. She's also very what's the word? Mardy. Would you know what that means?
No, Maudie?
She gets stressed out quickly.
Oh, you seem type A. Like she's very organized. She knows what she wants. She's
But when something's not organized,
Yeah.
that's when the stress comes out. So it's like we're still learning with each other, and it's cute. I just sort of take a breather, babe. You're all good. Because I'm the opposite. It's like you plan everything.
Yeah.
You're organized. You know what you're doing. I wing everything. Like I am winging life at the moment.
You're winging life.
I wing it. Like everything I've done, I've winged. And it's like, I feel like we sort of balance each other out. I definitely can't wing as much anymore.
But we talked about this kind of before we started, like where you're at in your lives and careers. Molly, you had a TikTok before this. You were kind of going in the route of like influencer, content creator, right?
Yeah.
And then now you're gonna get so many more opportunities probably. Zach, you weren't in this world.
Not at all.
And now you're thrown into it.
No, yeah, I was always focused on basketball before, and then it's like that sort of came to an end. And then
Why did that come to an end?
just multiple things, but COVID was a big factor for that. It's like the season stopped for a long amount of time, and it's like after that, it was just like money became more of an issue. I'm getting a bit older. My mum needs a bit more help, so it's just like I just had to make a decision where it's like, look, I need to start bringing more money in so I can help out more in any ways I can. And then
Do you feel like you had to give up on that dream?
no, you know what? I achieved so much with it, and it let me live in places I never thought I'd live. I met people I never thought I'd meet, and it's like the characteristics and stuff I learned from it, like how to dedicate myself to something. Like everything I learned about being a good person, I learned through sports. So it's like I learned everything I needed to learn from that. And obviously, the next legacy is if my kid wants to do it or something like that, I'm like, bro, I got you, man.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Like, it's like I can say, look, this is what we're gonna do. I'll help him.
Yeah.
But coming out of Love Island, it's like everything has changed. It's like I said it the other day. I was like, someone asked me my first question when I went in there. I was like, do you want to be a role model? I said no, straight up, because it's like I know how I am as a person. It's like I know sort of what I've been doing almost. So it's like leaving, going, like I went to the shop and it's like I was approached by so many younger kids, and it's like it's weird for me.
How young?
Not too young, but like that very influential age of like 13 and upwards. So it's like
wow,
young
your
enough.
followers are that.
Some
the
of them.
audience is that young.
Even younger. Like just before the reunion, we had like families and their kids. I was holding a child like there was like
so
I'd say 8-year-old.
Wait, can you walk down the street in London, or is it crazy?
Yeah, you know, it depends. You know, if one person recognizes you,
Then everyone.
and
does.
then it's like they ask for a picture, and you're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That then the doors open, and then it's like you, depending on where you are, you can get swammied, but it's not too bad. Like,
What about where you're from, Molly? Is it chiller, or do a lot of people come up to you?
No, I think everywhere's the same.
Yeah?
Everywhere's the same. And like Zach said, I think we're very like open, warming and welcoming people that we will always like stop, talk.
I wonder about how in New York though it's gonna be.
Yeah, there's
Have
been
you
a few
noticed yet?
people, Yeah.
we have had a few people out here, which was crazy.
As soon
for
as
me,
we got
like,
to the airport, like there was a lady.
Wow.
And that was just like, what? Like,
so
what?
cool.
What's going on?
especially when I take it from the thing of like I don't really understand that people have really invested time watching this, and it's like I'm still the same guy that went in, leaving, and it's like I am just Zach, like I'm a normal guy, so it's just like having this is like it's a bit, I don't really get it.
But then I do understand, because that's what I'm like to the people who were on the last season. Like if I saw them out, I know exactly how I'd be.
Did anyone reach out to you from last season?
Yeah, a few of the girls.
Yeah.
I've had Lana reach out to me, Olivia.
Did they break up?
I don't know. I'm not
Lana and
sure.
Ron?
Have they? Yeah. Oh,
They have.
I haven't seen
There
all
was
those.
a statement. I like them.
Yeah, I love Lana.
Yeah, and Ron's cute too. Did you watch last season?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. That's wild that everybody watches. I love that.
Yeah.
I have a question about what's his name? Oh my God, Scott. I was bugging about Scott because on TV, he didn't seem interesting.
Scott.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I like Scott.
And I heard that the UK people were really feeling him. Like everyone was really, really into him. What did it feel like in the villa? Like, did he have a personality? Did he get along with everybody?
I think Scott's lovely.
Yeah?
I think he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He always had like a lot of banter with the lads. Like
He had banter?
Always...
Yeah, no, Scott's a good one. I think I think when Casa happened and Catherine came back and he was by himself, that's when he sort of because before then I never saw him with the lads. I never saw him, so it's like he wasn't really chilling with us as much. And then after Casa, it's like he had to,
Yeah.
and then he was just chilling for like a week or 2 weeks,
Just chilling.
just chilling, eating white chocolate, doing nothing. Like
Doing nothing.
It was, but yeah, no, Scott was a cool one.
Yeah.
I don't know what was shown of him,
Yeah,
but he definitely made me laugh a lot.
he did. What do you eat there? I've always wondered.
Chocolate, man.
There's like catering that comes in.
Is there healthy food?
it's quite a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Pizza, pasta, bread.
All day in the
Full on.
sun.
There's healthy options here, but it's like how it just depends how willing you are to upset yourself eating it. Like it's like steamed veg and nothing. Like,
Were you guys healthier? Did you? Because I know both of you like work out and stuff, right?
Nah,
I feel like week 1 I was on it. Gym, eating all right, and then I just flopped, and I was like, too hot. I'm gonna make my own stuff. Zach would always make me breakfast in the morning, so I'd have granola and like yogurt and fruit in the fridge every morning, which was just amazing, living the life.
Cute.
But I'd have that, and then it'd come to lunchtime, and I'd be like, I'm gonna make my own, like some egg on toast or something.
And did you really drink the fake champagne?
no,
There was never any fake
I don't
champagne,
I
was
don't I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, so what are you always walking around with in the glass? Real champagne? The one glass you get a night?
Prosecco every night, wasn't there one glass of Prosecco?
You get to pick, so you have 3 options. You have white wine, red wine, prosecco, and you get 1 glass, and that's your drink.
I feel like no one picks red.
Some people did.
I think red was we always
What?
we
But
always,
no one's lips were
we
red.
would just ask what's the strongest alcohol. It's like red.
No.
Go on then. Give
you would ask what's
give us a red then. Give us that extra 0.1 of a
It's
percentage.
wild that you guys get one drink. And Molly, you don't drink.
No.
So what would you drink?
Sometimes Coca-Cola.
Oh, they gave you
Sometimes
like a
orange
Coke?
juice. Yeah,
Oh.
but they had that in the fridge. So sometimes I'd just get Prosecco and then,
Shh.
And Zach would get it.
You
Okay,
didn't-
I wanna before we go, I just want to talk about the Cady thing really quickly. What would you have to say? I know in the reunion, Zach, you were like not saying anything is our kind of vibe. Do you think she's gonna stop talking about you guys publicly? Why do you think she's dragging your name into every interview she's doing? Do you think it's personal? Do you think she's just getting asked? Do you think she still likes you? Do you think she had a boyfriend? Anything you can tell me.
I think she'll leave it now. I think we haven't entertained it.
Yeah.
We've put it to bed at the reunion. I feel like that's it. That's going to be it now. And if she does carry it on, then she carries it on. But it's really irrelevant to us. We're not interested.
Yeah, man. Look, it's just one of those ones where it's like, look, can't please everyone in this world. It's not that deep. We know where we are. We're happy, and it's just like, again, sort of said at the reunion. It's like this whole time, it's like our names have been in your mouth. Yours isn't in ours. So it's like, we are just chilling, sort of like it is what it is.
Is she blocked on social media by any of you?
No way, no
Did
way.
she block you?
I don't
I
think so.
haven't
Haven't
even
checked.
looked, no.
No.
But it's like just wherever you feel like you need to do, please continue. It's not that deep. It's like
Yeah.
it just.
I think
just
if
is
it
what
got to
is.
me and I felt like it was a problem, I'd understand. But I don't feel anything from it. It's just one of them where, let's just move on.
Yeah.
We're in Love Island. It's impossible to get along with everyone. And
Yeah.
like, there was like a little. I don't want to say a triangle because it was never a triangle, but there was something.
There's a
between
situation.
between me and Cady. Something was there. I've obviously decided to go this way.
Yeah, so maybe
and
there's some saltiness.
just whatever it is. Like it can be whatever it is. As
Yeah,
well. Like,
you don't care anymore. Did you see that Uzi did something on some night, but we don't know what yet? Do you guys have a thought as to what that could be?
I ain't got.
I have no idea. I saw something on social media.
You
but
saw it.
I've seen a lot on social media.
I don't look into things too much.
Yeah.
If it doesn't bother me, I'm not interested. I'm not going to look into it. So I saw a little story. I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it's just one of them ones. Control what you can control, what you can't control.
What couple do you see lasting, aside from you guys, of course? Like, what couple do you believe in the most from the other finalists?
I think time will tell.
You
I
don't have
don't know.
one that you're going to say, these are the strongest?
No.
Zach?
I was gonna say something so stupid.
What were you gonna say?
Nah, nothing. I'd say if I really had to take a guess, I'd say Ty and Ella. Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah. They look like they have something proper real, and it's like me being as close to Ty, seeing that sort of journey, how
Yeah.
that sort of go about. So.
Do you guys feel the pressure from, as Love Islanders in general or other contestants, do you guys feel the pressure from the public to make it work in your couple?
No way.
No?
I don't feel the pressure, but I think there would be when you think of like all the people that really support you as a couple and
Yeah.
enjoying your journey.
Yeah.
So I feel like there is an aspect of people
Zach's like, I don't
wanting
care.
it to work,
Yeah.
but I don't feel that pressure personally.
I guess what you're saying, like, you could feel it, but
Yeah. There's a way you could feel that pressure if you wanted to.
Yeah, no way do I.
It's not going to affect how you move
No,
forward.
look, if this is right, it's right. If it's not right, it's not right. But at the end of the day, it's like I can't be doing something or anything to make other people happy
No.
or worry what you're thinking. Like, it's like that's just not how life works. It's like if we knew something was wrong, would have to deal with it like that. But it's like I'm definitely not gonna keep myself in a scenario
Just for the
other
public.
people.
Yeah.
just for other people. It's
Yeah.
like, this is where I want to be.
We would have done that in the villa if that's the way we felt.
I wouldn't have done it in the villa. like if I really
No,
did.
I mean,
Okay.
If
yeah,
there was
yeah.
pressure and we didn't want it to work, we would show it's not working.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like
Zach, are you gonna do TikTok dances with Molly?
Nah.
I'm getting him in there slowly but surely.
Slowly but
He's done a
surely.
few.
Nah,
Does
you
he
know-
have a TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have one before?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a gym stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just some gym stuff, but yeah, man.
So what are you looking forward to most, Molly? If you had one thing that is your dream or goal now that you've come out of Love Island, you have an even bigger platform, what would it be?
My dream is to be a presenter, hosting something, keep doing theatre, keep being a good role model, and just keep entertaining people.
So like take Maya Jama's job.
That's dream.
Do that.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That's dream.
Zach?
You know, I'm looking forward to just. I want to be a strong voice. I want to be an advocate for like mental health. I want to look after the younger community, and it's like that's the literally
From East London?
From East London, South East London, please,
South
please,
East
South.
London,
But it's
yeah.
like it's just one of those ones where it's like I understand the platform I've been given, and it's like if you're in a position to give back and you don't, I think there is something wrong with you, and I understand from just a lot of stuff like mental health is such a big thing now, and it's like seeing how much hate you get from leaving this show as well. Like I'm thick-skinned, like whatever you say is
Why
not,
you feel hate? Like
I
from
don't
the
I don't
public?
feel hate, but I've read hate.
You've read hate?
Yeah, 100%.
Molly, have you read hate about you?
I'm not reading into it, but I'm hearing what's kind of being
I'm-
said here.
yeah,
but
I'm-
I'm not
do,
looking.
do people send you personal mean
Yeah,
messages?
I'm a bored guy, so it's like I will go.
Oh, you'll read it?
I'm bored, so it's
He
like
reads it all.
I respond to people as well, like the good messages, like some
Oh,
people,
that's
but it's like
nice.
I'll respond. It's like who am I to not anyway? So it's like if I see it, I'll see it. But so I've had death threats, I've had go die, like I've
What?
had some of the worst messages you can imagine. It's like I can see why so many people struggle from this.
But
sort of
you
stuff.
don't struggle with mental health stuff.
No, hell no. Like it's just not really. It's like I always feel like a lot of stuff is you can control, and it's like if you just get your stuff together and it's like you understand it and just if everyone just focused on being the best version of themselves, I feel like the world would be a better place. And it's like all this hate is coming from such a silly place that it's like there's something about you that you don't like about yourself, and it's like. Yeah, but it's, I'm just looking forward to using this platform in the right path and just try to do good with it now. That's all it is.
Well, I wish you guys the most luck
Thank you.
ever.
I love your accent.
I know, it's so cool.
I love
isn't
it,
It's
man.
so cool.
I love your accent. Thank you so much. Accent. Thank you so much for coming on, you guys. This is so freaking cool that you're in New York, that you came on my show.
know.
And I hope that you
Thank
have
you so much.
babies
Thanks for
and
having
stay
us.
together.
It's been an
Me
absolute
too.
Forever.
pleasure. Forever.
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 Snug.
Snog.
In the villa.